We had fun.
Yeah. So, in the beginning, I'm visualizing a Tim Brown sitting down with the Woodfields and saying, "What do you think? Do you think we could play ball?" Tell me how it kind of started. You gonna remember that?
No, it was just kind of expected. You were going to get a team together, and Timmy's going to take care. He'll get a team together. I got some guys lined up. He said, okay, so and that's how it got started.
We convinced you to kind of let's play soft fast pitch.
Well, we were already playing baseball, so yeah, we were in the Great Belt League, and that's kind of how we started playing softball in the social league. And back then, was any way you could throw it in there in the social league. And they had just run Adam Zach out of the social league because nobody could hit him. So when we started playing, now we're young, we're just coming out of high school, we're hitting social league, they're just kind of getting it in over there with nothing on it, we're scoring 30, 40 runs, 10 running teams on Sunday morning at 10 o'clock, and we had to be over to Stockton to play baseball at 1 o'clock. That's how we got started playing softball. And then,
so there was a social league, which was sort of just that, social.
That's what it was in the beginning.
And then it became this open league?
Yeah. They played on, I can't remember one other day, but they played on Sundays, and then the league started getting better. They let Adam Zach back in. And then we had to get a pitcher. That's when Frederick started developing himself, pitching during the winter and stuff. But Adam Zach was a good boy. He was a good pitcher, no doubt. He's a competitor.
Well, talk about him. What was it? Frankly, I can visualize you at bat against him, and if anybody could at least hit him, and there weren't many, you were one of them.
I got my share, and he got me a few times. There's no doubt about that.
Well, he got everybody a few times.
Oh yeah. He was a good pitcher. Very good.
What was it? Did he have a riser or a drop? What was it?
Yeah, great riser. His ball, from the first time I faced him, the ball hit your bat, because so much spin, you could feel the spin take your bat up. I mean, it's weird to think about it. And I remember facing him the first time. I fouled off about 7, 8 pitches before he struck me out. I learned a lot that game. Yeah. We beat him the first time we ever faced him.
Really?
Caesar House, Stravatos, Bergman won, 1970, 71 probably. And we beat him 3-2.
Most of your
You couldn't get near. You could not get near. Not Bergman. Over in the swamp. Jones and Gifford won. You couldn't get near. They were parked both sides of the road out there that was a long time ago. And we beat him.
Tom was talking about it as the bat boy. He was
he was a little guy.
That specific game. And tell me a little, just go through the lineup for me. Richard Bags, kind of you're catching, and Ron and Joe, some were the pitchers. Who else?
Kenny Martin played shortstop. Randy Shennefield played third base. Ev Matlock played first. And our outfield was Tommy Engdahl, Bobby Schmidt. In the beginning, when they first formed the team, I was in the service. And I got out of high school. I only played that one summer, and I got drafted. So a couple years, I was gone. That's when they were starting a fast pitch team. They didn't have no pitcher back then, But when the social league went big time, and they got another night to play, Thursday night, that's when everything took off in Jamestown. I mean, they had some pitchers. They had Butch Joint, Al Olson. Those guys, they were good pitchers, but they had to get other players to be able to compete. That was fun. It was a fun time back then, boy.
But all in all, as the league progressed, it really was 2 teams. I mean, it was you guys.
Yep, pretty much. Yep. Yeah, pretty much. And then we went to tournaments. It was us or them coming. We didn't win every fast pitch. We didn't win every tournament. There was from all around. There was good teams. Dunkirk, Westfield area. Even Canadian teams come. There was Erie. There were some good teams.
Well, I can remember, of course, the ultimate was the tournament.
Yeah, it was.
Danielson, where everybody came out.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
They always scheduled us 8:30 game, second game at night. Caesar House, Travados. Everybody get done. There'd be, I don't know how many people, I wouldn't say thousands, but I'd say anywhere from 500 to 1,000. Everybody that played ball was there. They all watched the game. It was going to be a good game. They know it was.
Well, there was double elimination, as I recall, right?
In the tournaments, yes. Yeah, in the tournaments, yeah. We always seem to run into one another.
Huh?
We always seem to run into one another.
Yeah.
It was a good time.
Did you get juiced up? I mean, you're being a catcher, and you
always.
knew that was on the schedule. Did you a little more of an adrenaline rush?
Always.
Yeah.
Always. Couldn't wait to get face Adam Zach.
Yeah.
He was the best around here, and I tell you what, I went to the Western New York. My brother got elected into the Western New York Softball Hall of Fame. I went up there, and my brother's talking to some older guys there in Buffalo. He says, "Oh yeah, talk to my brother. He played more fast pitch." So he called me. I said, "Oh, you guys probably remember Adams Zach." Oh yeah, they put her right back. I said, "Well, he's getting inducted tonight too." I said, "Oh yeah." I said, well, I played with back Joe Reiska, and they go, "Oh yeah." Oh, and Reiska had a real hard rise ball. Odell Bradley for the Bonners. They had a good team. Yeah, it was fun back then.
The other guy, and again, I'm 72, just to put it in perspective. Remember Tommy Irons?
Tommy Irons played with us, yes. Yep. Matter of fact, his son owns Irons Insurance over in Lakewood right now.
Owns what?
Irons Insurance.
Oh,
that's his
him?
son,
Oh, my God.
Joe.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's a big guy. I mean, as I recall it.
Tommy was. His boy's not quite as tall, but yeah, that was a fun time back then. Tommy was a good guy.
Do you have was there a highlight game for you at all? Was kind of the one where you'd say, Greg, this is the one that came down to the last inning and sort of really.
A highlight game, Beach Toronto's was highlight.
Yeah.
They were the best. I think we thought we were the best, so whenever we played them, you always got psyched up. Yeah.
Was there a guy on Stravatos who, as the game's progressing, you didn't want to see up with guys on second base? Was there one kind of player you'd say, oh man, all he does is make contact?
Probably George Parsons.
Yeah.
George Parsons, contact man. He always led off for Stravatos. Lefty Spets hit second. Yeah. Those guys are tough outs. Left-handers, 1 and 2.
Well, Lefty Gustafson, too.
Lefty Gus, yeah, he didn't play with them all. I mean, he was on the team, but he's always working. He was in the business, so he had a couple of business going. But yeah, he could hit it. You know how to make a mistake, the lefty hit it 9 miles.
Yeah.
He does. Good guys. All them guys, we had a lot of fun playing against one another. When the game was over, we cracked a beer together too.
I'm just going to ask about that.
Yes, we did.
Did you gather together?
All the time.
Yeah.
Yep. It was fun. Them days were fun.
Yeah. Now, did you go Caesar House, Travados, or was there?
We just, right there after the game, when the game was over, we get together, crack a beer. I got you out, you got me out.
What fun is that?
It was fun. Well, that was R&R. It's not. Well, livelihood, that's what you did when you got out of work. You run down, get your stuff, and go to the ball game. Yeah, it was a fun time back then. There's a lot of people playing fast pitch back then, but dying breed now.
Well, yeah, I remember you I don't think anybody ever stole a base on you. I never saw one, did they?
Well, I'm sure somebody got one somewhere. I try to pick them off before they get there. Then you don't have to worry about them stealing.
I mean, you were the prototype. I remember watching you specifically. You were so into it. And your glove was seemingly kind of a bigger, almost a first baseman's mitt type glove.
I had a first baseman's glove.
Yeah.
And it had to be stiff. So if somebody bunted the ball, I only got one swipe at it. As long as it was stiff, I could pick it up and I could throw them out. If it didn't get too far out there, but had to be stiff. I worked at that.
You did so much well. So thank you.
Thank you
for sharing and enjoy tonight.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Yep.